Hey, what's going on guys, it's Lewis here for a new video. Today's video is a video that I wanted to make for a very long time but only just got round to doing, and that is cleaning the interior and showing you guys how I clean my interior, how to maintain your interior. Now a lot of people love to clean the outside of their car but they do forget about the inside of their car. Personally, the inside of my car is my sanctuary in a sense, so having a nice clean interior makes me feel a lot better about driving the car. It's a really weird thing, I don't know if anyone else gets like that. But having a clean interior is much more important to me than having a clean exterior. So today I'm going to be showing you guys all the products that I use. I'm going to walk you through step by step how I clean my interior, and hopefully you guys learn something from this video if you're not too used to cleaning your interior and would like to learn a few tips and tricks along the way. So without further ado, we're going to start off the video. I'm going to show you guys all the products that I use, all the things that you'll need to clean your interior the way I do it. So yeah, see you guys in a moment. Alright guys, so in terms of the products I use, you may not need to be as extensive as me. A lot of these products I won't use today, but I highly recommend buying them if you're first getting around to clean your interior. A handful of microfibers for the method that I use in order to clean the trim. Dashboard wipes, I do like using these every now and then. I should probably keep them in my car. Just gets all the dust and stuff off nice and easy. The meat of the video, the Auto Glim Interior Shampoo. This is what I've found best for cleaning my interior in terms of the door cards, trim, carpets, seats, literally everything. If you've got any dirt, this is the best stuff to use. Obviously not on leather, but on everything that it mentions there. This stuff isn't necessary at all. This is just fabric protector, which I put on a while back. I won't be using it in this video, and I probably won't be using it for a very, very long time. But if you bought a new set of mats, I'd highly recommend just a little bit of fabric protector. Just protects your mats and your carpet a little bit better. Just a few sprays of interior freshener can really make the interior smell lovely. I've got two pairs here. I've got the Tangerine from Inspired Automotive, and I've got Auto Glim Auto Fresh. Leather cleaner for the steering wheel, for the seats, any leather that's in my car. I do like to go over it just a little bit, and leather care balm just to go over after I've used the leather cleaner. In essence, all you really need is interior shampoo, microfibers, and if your leathers are really dirty, then a leather cleaner would be great. All of the fresheners and the dash wipes and the fabric protector you don't necessarily require. Paintbrush is also quite cool if you want to get all of the dust out of your air vents, etc., but we won't be using that in today's video. Today is just a simple maintenance clean. Obviously you guys want to get a hoover as well. The hoover's already ready for us to be using. I've got an extension lead on my hoover, so if you can't quite get your hoover to your car, I would highly recommend an extension lead. So yeah, let's crack on. So starting off, I've got all my microfibers and my interior cleaner, etc. But before you do anything, you want to empty out the car of any unnecessary stuff or just anything in general. I like to keep just a couple of things in my car normally. Obviously I've got my tuning tool. But apart from that, all of the mats and everything like that need to come out before you start anything. All of these used cigarette packets and stuff I'm pretty bad for. Just take it out of the car, throw it in the bin if you don't need it, or take it into the house. Any coins and stuff that I find as well, I just put in the coin box. Nice and easy. And then in terms of the boot, it might seem a bit over the top, but I like to take the partial shell from the boot mat out and anything else that I've got in the boot. So once I get everything out of the car and all packed away, I like to grab my interior shampoo and a nice clean microfiber. Basically just go over all of the trim in my car before I do any hoovering whatsoever. So what I'll do is I'll spray it onto the microfiber and then I'll rub down any trim such as the door cards, anything down there, anything that can't really be hoovered, anything with actual dirt in it as well. Something that I do often do as well is take the gear gaiter off and undo the gear knob and then shake all of the dust and stuff that's all picked up in there just out of the gaiter, just to make it a little bit cleaner. And that's all the crap that I'm talking about. Trim on the inside is looking a lot cleaner now. I've got all the trim done. There's a couple of bits and dust and stuff, but we're going to go over that when we hoover the car. For the most part, all of the trim is done, all of the plastic. The dashboard I'll be doing last with the dashboard wipes. I don't think I need to tell you guys how to use a hoover because it's quite obvious, but I like to start in the boot and just get all of this stuff that's flown back through the windows out of the boot. So that's the passenger footwell all hoovered up there. I'm going to be doing that for the rest of the car. That's the sort of finish that I like to have afterwards. We'll get onto the seats. I'm just going to quickly show you guys a quick tip when it comes to hoovering your seats. A lot of people tend to miss out these cracks here. Now if you pull them apart, you can see it exposes a lot more dirt there. These are bits that I like to hoover up. Obviously if you don't want to, that's entirely up to you, but just a little tip for you guys: if you're cleaning your seats, if you pull it apart, you'll be able to see it. There is a lot more dirt than you think in there. So I'm going to crack on with that now, and then after I've hoovered up the interior and the seats, I'll show you what I do next. Just another quick tip as well, and this can apply to any cars that have seats that can raise. If you're having issues getting under here, the best thing I would recommend is jacking your seat up all the way, and then you've got a lot more room to work with underneath the seat, if you go to the extent that I do once again. If you've ever dropped anything down this hole near the handbrake and you've got no idea how to get it back, all you've got to do is undo this bolt here and the opposing bolt on the other side, and this thing will literally just lift up. You can put your hand under there, and anything that you've dropped down there should be under here. Another thing that I like to do when I'm hoovering my car is clean these things here. Best thing to use is just a small paintbrush, bit of interior cleaner, swish it around and clean it off with a microfiber. And because the weather has been pretty crap as of recent, give the pedals a little wipe off as well, a little clean. Should come out sparkling again. Alright, so interior's all cleaned up, all nice and fresh, fully hoovered, all the trim's clean, so that's all of that out the way. In terms of the seats, they're not 100% done, they have been hoovered, and to be fair, the cotton on the seat is relatively clean, but in terms of, you know, all of the dust and stuff that accumulates on the leather, you get water spots on leather and all of the ash back there, which is really annoying to get out with a hoover. I like to go over that with just a nice simple leather cleaner. So like I say, the way I clean my seats, just a quick rub over is a little bit of leather cleaner, and afterwards go over it with a bit of water and it will dry itself out. In terms of the leather care balm, I only use that every few months when I want to protect my leather, but today we're just cleaning it. When it comes to cleaning the actual leather of my steering wheel, I do like to do this pretty often. In terms of the leather, it likes to collect sweat, dust and all kinds of stuff, so just going over it with the leather cleaner, giving it a really good rub down, and then going over it with water, make it a little bit more matte, gets all of that sort of gloss and sort of sweaty, sticky feel out of the steering wheel. Last but not least are the mats. After I've done everything inside the car, I like to go over to the mats. This one, for example, could just be hoovered, whereas this one I like to go over that with an interior cleaner. As you can see, the extent of the lovely British weather we've had recently has taken its toll on my mats. Absolutely drench it. That's probably a bit too much, but yeah. I can't do this holding the camera, but you get the idea. Just completely destroy it with the microfiber, and then go over after with a nice damp cloth. Almost like new again, with carpet stripes. Alright guys, so interior's all clean now, all of the mats are done, all of the trim's done, the leather's been shaped up a little bit. We're left with a couple more products here which I tend to use after I've cleaned the car. Obviously, any sort of air freshener, what I'll do is I'll spray it on my carpets, under the seats, sometimes on the headliner. The only issue is that sometimes with this one, it sort of drips down. With the Auto Fresh, it doesn't, for some reason. I'm basically out of this stuff now. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a lot different to something that I usually make, and I do apologise, the camera angles were more than likely terrible, but I hope you guys got an idea of how I clean my car, how I keep it nice and fresh. In order to maintain it, all I really do is, you know, try not to keep the windows open when it's raining, try not to keep the windows open when it's dusty, try not to smoke in the car either, because smoke really does take its toll on your car. Tobacco gets stuck in your carpets, Ash gets stuck in your carpets, it gets all over the place. So something that I really need to stop doing. Today's been a sort of just simple maintenance clean. I haven't gone over the interior in its entirety as much as I would normally do. In the summer I can spend up to 5 hours just cleaning my interior. I've just got a whole load of dust going in my car, so I'm going to shut the door now. If you have any questions whatsoever, please leave a comment down below. You take care guys, hope you enjoyed, stay frosty, see you in the next video, goodbye.